Smart, mature hockey is how Quinn Hughes described this win. The Canucks trailed 1-0, didn't get out of their game, tied the game, trailed 2-1, got into the third period, and they didn't open things up too early. They didn't try to press. They let the game come to them, and in the end, they were able to get two quick goals in a matter of 12 seconds midway through the third period and wind up taking game one of this series. And they really showed that despite a real gap in experience between Nashville, which had so much more than Vancouver did, it was the Canucks that looked like they were somewhat experienced in and around these situations. Early on in this game, the crowd was electric. It was the first home playoff game here in 9 years, and Canuck players to a man said this was different. It met or exceeded their expectations. JT Miller said that outside of the birth of his children and his wedding, this was one of the most special things he's been a part of. He almost got emotional at the time. Tyler Myers talked about the fact he had to take a minute to take it all in, and through all of that, you could see the Canucks went out of their way to really be physical in this game. The emotion really got to them. They had 10 hits, 4.5 minutes into this game. They finished with 39 hits in all, and you knew if that was going to happen, at some point they were going to take some penalties. They gave up the early power play goal to Ryan O'Reilly, but then after that, the penalty kill really buckled down. They made some adjustments. They kept it a one-goal game and did not let that Nashville power play, which was ranked second in the league since the All-Star break, take this game over. Overall, it was a complete game, and when you look at the two lines for Vancouver, the JT Miller line and the Elias Lindholm line, both of those lines really delivered in this game. And we'll start with Lindholm, who surprisingly got the matchup with the Ryan O'Reilly line. We thought that maybe JT Miller's line might see some of that matchup. That didn't happen. It was almost exclusively Lindholm in 5-on-5 situations. He delivered. Along with that, he got the Vancouver Canucks' first goal in this game and really allowed them to relax. And then a big hit behind the net to win a puck battle, get the puck to Connor Garland, who got it to Dakota Joshua for the eventual game-winning goal. Also Lindholm with 5 hits in this game. He was 9 of 15 in the faceoff circle. There was so much pressure on this player after the trade. Vancouver gave up so much in the way of assets. They didn't see it from an offensive perspective as far as a return on that investment during the regular season. Lindholm also missed 7 games with a wrist injury, came back and got put on that line with Joshua and Garland, which earlier in the year was a very, very effective third line for Vancouver playing with Teddy Blueger. But Lindholm allows them to have even more of an offensive presence. They had that in this game, and then JT Miller delivered as well when his team needed it. He got the screen in front of the net along with Pius Suter on the Quinn Hughes goal that eventually tied this game. He was also 60% in the faceoff circle with a heavy load, so he absolutely delivered as well. And you can't forget Thatcher Demko made a spectacular save early in this game. Otherwise, the Canucks would have been down 2 goals where he went post to post for a kick save. And then on the power play, when they needed some stops, he was also able to make those. Your goaltender's got to be your best penalty killer, and Thatcher Demko certainly was that tonight. So all in all, a fairly complete victory for the Canucks. They take game 1 against the Nashville Predators.